Hi, I'm Olivia, and I was going to do book content today, but apparently I'm doing video content, and I'm also apparently running out of space on my phone. So let's see how much I will be stepping closer to see. Ah, I got an hour. I can do this. So apparently I was going to do book content today, but apparently I'm doing sewing content, and Mila's down here on the floor. She's my co-host. She may be joining me on top of this pile of clothing that I've got here on this chair. So I was I talked about some of the stuff that I've got. I've got some fabric that I'm trying to figure out what to do with. I've got a lot of fabric that I do know what I'm going to do. Well, I'm going to hang on to my stash, but at least there's enough fabric there to make garments pretty comfortably. And then there's the things that I want to modify or upcycle or tailor or recycle or something with. Oh, 1 second. Okay, I forgot about this one. Okay, so I like I bought some pajamas from Walmart, and the pajama tops are fantastic. They're comfortable. I can live on them. They're great. The bottoms, unfortunately, are too big for me because in order to accommodate my sensory integration problems, I need to wear a large pajama top. These things fall off when I put them on. You can't tell right now, but they tend to fall off when I put them on. So these are going to be easy. I just need to learn how to add elastic to need to know how to add elastic to something. These are some roughly like sleeveless type tops that I bought to wear like maybe under like jackets and things. Look how thin this is. I mean, you can probably see me through this, right? So this and its purple brother here need to be lined. So that's something I'm going to have to learn how to do. I'm going to have to learn how to put linings and things like this. It's also got the seam up the back, which would probably drive me crazy as well. So I'm going to have to learn how. I'm going to have to find some of that stretchy fabric that's like the illusion fabric that looks like you're naked. I'm probably going to have to find some of that matches my pasty pale natural complexion and use that. But that's going to be pretty easy. Next up is my old, what is this? Yeah, my old collection of work pants that some of which I bought on a whim and were too, there's a seam. If you look in pants, there's a seam here called the U seam because it makes a U. There's, you know. And if the U seam's not big enough, it feels like it's slicing me up in half, slicing me in half up the middle. And some of these have that, and some of them were very comfortable, are starting to fade. And if I try to dye them though, they'll probably shrink because they're part cotton. So I'm thinking that I'm going to be going through all of those pants and making something out of them, a skirt or a series of skirts or something. I don't know. We'll see what happens with this. Okay, this is a shirt that I bought on a whim. We were traveling and Alex was cold, and we stopped at a truck stop, and Alex has always loved deer, like the animal, and I'm like, it's got a deer on it. So we covered Alex with this while we were traveling. Nobody in my family is this big. So I will probably be doing something with it. I don't know, taking it in, making it to a dress. We'll see what happens. Um, Next up is more elastic problems. Be very quiet. Can you hear that? Yeah, that's the elastic. So I need to cut this open and put more elastic in, and maybe even figure out how to make more pairs myself because these are really amazingly comfortable. I've tried to buy more. They're like Hanes, and I can't find them anymore. So if you know where to find Hanes, they're little crop sort of pedal pusher things. Let me know because I need more. These three shirts, I love these three shirts. Well, two shirts. The third one fell on the floor. I love these shirts. They're comfortable. They're lined. They're amazing. The elastic on the wrists drives me crazy. So those I will just be figuring out how to take, how to make the, what to do about that. So I don't spend all day going, pull it up until it hurts, push it down until it hurts, pull it up till it hurts. No, that's too much. I think I have the same elastic problem with these. Yes. These are also, I think, Hanes. No, these are Danskin. These are Danskin. Again, can't find them anymore. So I will be repairing them and maybe trying to find a way to duplicate those. Mariah Carey Micarah Tours makes it look real easy. We'll see if it is that easy. Next up, I love the color of these pants. I don't know what I would do with it, but I love the color of these pants. But they're also another one with the view seam is too V-shaped. This dress, love this dress. I'm not a big fan. Yellow is actually one of my favorite colors. It has no room. I really have no room for it in my wardrobe. I got this real inexpensively at my local Walmart. It's a little too ruffly. I'm not sure about all these ruffles, and I like that. I kind of like that ruffle, but you can see that there's a lining. See, there's a lining here, but the lining ends here, and then the ruffle starts. Maybe I'll take the ruffle off. I don't know. Maybe I'll rework the straps, but I also don't have a whole lot of room for yellow in my wardrobe, so maybe I'll over dye it with like blue or green so that it's green and fits in my wardrobe. Next up, another dress I bought for clearance. This one, again, with the ruffles, I'm not a fan. This is what bothers me though. Why? I'm thinking what I'm going to do is just shorten this, rehem it, and take this fabric and instead make an X across the back. Because I can see why, because it's got this gigantic thing and it would fall off. I think I might make an X with this fabric here across the back instead. We'll see how that goes. I'm afraid I'm biting off more than I can chew here, but at least I've got something. Again, love these pants. They're falling apart. These pants are incredibly comfortable, but you can see, I mean, look at this. I have literally worn them to death. So those I will probably be trying to duplicate. They're another one where I've hit Poshmark and all the other reseller sites, and nobody has those pants. I should have bought these pants. Love my pants. I bought 10 pairs. So I should have done that with those. Too late now. This dress, almost perfect. Almost perfect. But my bra problem. So I just need to, I'm not sure about this ruching here. I'm not sure about that. But mostly I just need to figure out, once I figure out how to add fake bras to the insides of my clothes, I need to do that with this dress. Because it's adorable. I love how this looks on me. Next up, I've had this dress forever. Is this the dress or is this the jacket? This is the dress. There's also a jacket. I've had this dress for absolutely ever. I used to wear it on temp assignments. And I've been at my current employer for 15 years, so that tells you how long it is. And I keep wanting to get rid of it, and I keep not getting rid of it, because it's such a pretty fabric. So this might be another one where I'm going to put like a fake bra in it. Maybe see if I can make it look a little bit more up to date. I don't know. Or maybe I'll just leave it looking like that, because the wheel goes around and it'll come back someday. I bought this from Amazon. It was supposed to be a medium. It is not a medium. So this one will take some serious reworking, because the waistline isn't high enough to be an up-here waistline, but it's not low enough to be a waistline. So I'm going to need to work something out there, and I'm not sure about all this elastic, about the smocking in the back. I may need to line it, and I also don't really like these spaghetti straps. I'll probably do the thing where I cut off some of this and make wider straps out of it, because it's pretty long. So I can do that. More elastic problems. I bought this forever ago. I've got the top somewhere, but look at this. The elastic has given out completely. I bought this forever ago, but the top, I was always a little bit bustier than the top should have been. I should have bought a larger top so that I would have more room and feel less mashed up. I've had this since like 2003. So I'm going to redo that, and then probably if I can find the top, which is here somewhere, see if I can put some gussets in it or something and let it out a little bit through there, and that'll be amazing. I think I have more of those old knitwork pants. What is wrong with these? Oh, it's just dowdy looking. This one, it's acceptable. It's just kind of meh and dowdy looking. So I think I just want to like figure out how to make it like a little more distressed, not like, you know, rip holes in it kind of distressed, but just so it looks a little more lived in and less. I think I have the same problem with this one. I think this is also a denim skirt. It looks kind of frumpy. So I'll probably do that with that too. My Sebastian Yatra shirt. I loved that. I love Sebastian Yatra. He's so cute, and I love his music. And this is an extra large. I just need to take it in a little. This is from his tour. Oh, here's the top. Here's the jacket from that dress that I need to maybe upcycle, or maybe just put a fake bra, put like a sewn-in bra in it. Next up, this hoodie. Love the hoodie. It is, the sleeves itch sometimes. So I think I just want to get some black fleece and just put a little gusset going all down the sleeve so it has a little bit, because I know I'm not going to match this shade of red exactly. That's something that bothered my mom. She would be like, well, why don't you just try to buy something the same color? It's never going to match. It's going to look funny. So just lean into it being a different color. So get some maybe black and put a little gusset in here so that the seams don't bother me. This is, some of these are going to be pretty easy once I figure out my sewing machine, and some of them are going to be more challenging. This, my Ace Flag dress. It's upside down. The Ace Flag, the black is actually on top. But I love it. But it needs something that provides a little more support, and maybe something to keep it, because it's really kind of wide across the top. I wore this to see Maluma. I may also put some more fabric underneath it because it is kind of short, but it's not any shorter than my shorts are. I was like, okay, I'll put shorts underneath it, and it ended up looking exactly the same because it's the same length as my shorts. So, and I wear pretty long shorts. So there's that. Next up, I bought this from Zulily ages ago. Not crazy about the color. And the seam up the back turned out to be very, very uncomfortable. So that I may do a lining of some sort in this. I may also over dye it with like red, so it's more of a burgundy color. I haven't decided about that because my wardrobe colors are going to be red, green, black, white, gray, and shades thereof. I bought these. These are actually pajamas, but I love the fabric, and they're gigantic. I bought for clearance. I bought the largest ones. I've got a couple other pairs of these somewhere, and I want to use that to make some kind of 4th of July inspired dress or something. Next up are these pants. Are these the pants? One second. Yeah, I've got a bunch of these pants. They're pretty comfortable, but they sit on my hips rather than a little higher. I like my waist to be at my waist, and also they're pretty heavy. That's part of the reason why I don't like them, because the legs are real wide, which is something I like, but they're too heavy, and I feel like I'm wearing pants, and not great. So I've got at least 3 pairs. I've got 2 blue and a khaki pair. And now for the last thing, which is not something I'm going to modify, but I forgot to show it in my last video on fabric, which is, what are you doing, Mila? Mila! Okay. I think she was looking out the window. But she found something to eat in here one time, and I vacuumed multiple times. I don't know what she ate. It kind of worries me. It's probably the bug. I found some more. What am I going to do with this fabric? This sheet is probably older than you are. It's from, let's see, I repainted, yellow is my favorite color growing up. And so we bought these to match my personal yellow aesthetic. And I repainted that bedroom in 1987. So my mother said that she thought I needed a more mature looking bedroom, so I repainted that bedroom and remodeled it in white and light blue and white. I wonder what happened to that desk. But yeah. So those sheets are probably older than you are. And then I found 2 more pillowcases. This one is another one left over from my in-laws'. I think it also used to be my ex-husband's but I don't have anything else that goes with this. I don't know. That may end up being recycled. And then there's this. I've got another pillowcase just like it. And somewhere there are sheets. I want to find those sheets. I love this fabric, but I don't know where the sheets are. So that's pretty much the tour of stuff that I am going to be remodeling, and with a little side order of, I've got some other stuff that I'm going to do. I don't know what, a lot of stuff that I'm probably going to just send to recycling in that box, which would make my life so much easier. I also have a hoodie that I bought because I saw some peacock green fabric. Okay, I found two more things. These are a little pair of palazzo pants, which are real comfortable, except that which would be real comfortable, but they're with the U-seam that's too narrow again. Not going to happen. And this hoodie, I saw some peacock green Rit dye, and I'm like, ooh, that'd be pretty. And I looked up things that had been dyed in it. And I'm one of those people, I follow directions, but I had directions that instructed you to leave it in the dye water overnight and then rinse it out. And even after that, this does not come out the color that the pictures of the dye said it should be. And I think it's mostly cotton. I don't know, but anyhow, so this is not really a color that's going to go with my aesthetic. So I'm probably going to dye that at some point as well. So I think that's it. Mila has moved up to the chair. She's done exploring. And I have to stack my fabric up all over again. I can't wait till I get the hang of this, start getting the hang of this sewing. I can, oh, one more. Did I tell you this? More with the pajamas. I thought these would be the same kind of pajamas as the dog ones that I have. They're not. This was very uncomfortable. I don't know what I'm going to do with that either. That may end up getting recycled. So that's the tour. I've got some other things. I've got some skirts that I bought from the company that recycles the old saris. And I don't have any tops for them. I had those skirts for absolutely ever, and I need to do that. That may be another tour for later. So I guess that's it. I may pick a couple more books and do a couple more short little videos to bring me to was this my 4th today? Yes, this was my 4th today. So that should bring my 5th, and then I need to go do laundry. Speaking of clothing, I'm out of, I thought I didn't have this shirt. I thought I was going to have to break out my Zoo shirt, which is a lighter green, and I'm not a big fan of the shade. But I will thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Let me know if you've got any, if you looked at one of these things and said, hey, I know where to find those pants, or hey, I know what to do with that dress. Let me know, and I will consider it. And I will talk to you in the next one. Thank you.